Thank you. Before we start, just 1 second, and for say thank you to Refinery just for have the opportunity to be here to you guys. I hope you find my point of view quite interesting. I did my best to show you everything, and yeah, what we are going to see today. The idea is how we can unlock publisher growth and maximize revenue and gain relevance. Before I start, just a little context for everyone who don't knows everything about me. I'm Carlos Jimenez. As Robin said, right now I'm leading the digital innovation strategy at OMD Spain. I'm working here in Madrid at OMD the last 4 years. Before that, I was managing the programmatic team in Barcelona at Group M in Saxis. And around 9 years ago, I stopped my career at Mediterránea Medios in Valencia. And not only digital strategies, I started to work offline strategies buying television, radio, print. And then I start to learn how is this about digital, doing the media buying of social media, AdWords, and of course, programmatic. So I think I have a 360 profile to give my point of view about these topics. You will have a QR code with my LinkedIn profile because if something is not clear or you want to discuss something, happy to talk. And let's go to see the agenda. What we are going to see today, the network's benefits, the attention. Probably you will know it's the main topic during these last years, and we will do a quite deep dive how we can work high impact or high rewards for publishers sub formats, and three main conclusions that I think it's quite interesting to you guys to do three takeaways. And yeah, why agencies are comfortable using networks. From my point of view, I think we have three main difference: the potential reach that we have, the media cost efficiency, and the inventory and the quality and the service. Why the potential reach? I think it's quite clear. If we use an active solution, a network, we have to, or we have the possibility to achieve a highest volume of reach to help the advertisers to go to the final users, and that becomes that we are going to be more efficient in our strategies, and it's what the agencies are looking for. We try to have the control of our campaigns through the networks to achieve those campaign results. The media cost efficiency, talking about reach, it's clear too, because we have the possibility to achieve the highest volume of users. That becomes an efficient CPM cost when we do our strategies. But we are not talking of thinking only the CPM, because it's in all the journey. Why? Because if I have the efficiency at the CPM, at the final result to all our advertisers, we are going to achieve and be more efficient in all the different costs that they have, even if we are talking awareness campaigns or performance campaigns in terms of reach or in terms of leads, sales, or whatever. And the inventory and the quality of service. And yeah, I think when we work with networks, they have all the expertise that we need, and they have the control and they guarantee the quality of our strategies to achieve all the different target of all the clients that we have, to achieve all the main KPIs that we have. I think from my point of view, the service and the relation that we have with networks and ad tech companies are very, very important to achieve all the different goals that we are going to have. The relations is not like a publisher, it's a partnership. I mean, we both knows what we need, what our clients need, what publishers need, and how they can help to both sides to work with. And yeah, the tech support that they have, the human team behind everything to, be working with our campaigns to help us to achieve those targets. Second topic, attention, myth or reality? I think I don't have any questions, any doubts here. Attention is a reality right now. It's more difficult right now to all the brands to capture the attention of the users. We have a lot of inputs every day, and we have a lot of different content. In 2024, smartphones were the main device to consume internet with a rate closer of the 93%. That means that we have a lot of inputs, a lot of different things that make really hard to the brands to achieve or to get attention to the user. The scroll, it's quite heavy. And yeah, we have a very important challenge here. The IAB Spain, it's reaching a lot of studies about that, and they agree that it's one challenge ahead. We don't have right now a standard metric at the industry, and that means that we have different technologies to give us different metrics to do the measurement of the attention. But we are working, the industry is working on it to have one attention metric. What is the attention? According to the latest study, Libro Blanco de la Atención Publicitaria, published by IAB Spain 2025, the advertising attention is a metric that indicates the degree to which exposed users focus on advertisers. But they don't talk about how much time, if it's a long term, short term, if we are talking display assets, if we are talking about video, pre, mid, post, roll. I mean, we have a lot of work to do here, but we are on the way, and I think it's going to be very relevant for the agencies, clients, publishers, and ad tech solutions. What opportunities do we have here? A study shows that the 50% of the attention becomes from the creative. That means that we can't do anything about that. In my opinion, no. We have the possibility to work and develop better strategies for our clients if we, from our publisher perspective, we have some elements as the ad space, the placement, the quality of the environment, the moment of the exposure, and the user affinity. What is the ad space? I think it's simple. The ad space is the ad format. That's crucial. I mean, we have to work with better formats, develop better solutions for not be intrusive to the user navigation, to work in that way to be relevant. The placement, that means the inventory of the website, where my ad is going to appear, and if I'm going to win or lose that attention. The quality of the environment, sometimes you can go to one site and you have a lot of ads. That is a bad experience for the user, and the clients try to avoid this because they don't want to have a lot of other marks or clients to compete with. So the quality of where my ad is going to be, it's quite important, and we have to take it in consideration. The moment of the exposure, when I'm going to show the ad, it's going to be at the top of the site, it's going to be in the middle, it's going to be at the end. If it's video, it's going to be before one content, in the middle, how long it's going to be. I mean, we have those elements to work our strategies or to monetize our environment to see if I'm going to be relevant to the final client, and to the user. And ways to measurement. What ways we have? As I said before, we have a lot of technologies right now. We don't have a standard metric. It's something like attacks pending. But according to the IAB, it's a different combination between metrics. Each technology use one of them. They are not using all that possibilities. For example, the media type, the device, their position I mentioned before, the player size, if it's big, it's small. It's not the same to if we talk about video, for example, it's not the same if you are watching in one smart TV or if you are watching on a mobile phone and a smart one, for example. If it's audible or not. So we have a lot of metric to develop our inventory to try to work in that way, because the important is how I can be relevant for for our clients and for the user. And the third point, high impact, high reward, publisher app formats. What publishers you guys can do for for develop those formats more relevant? I think I was mentioning everything in the other slides, but yeah, for my perspective, um, that ad format, the placement, is the key. But for my from my point of view, the market knowledge that the ad tech companies or refinery has, it's quite important, because they know everything that the agencies need, and they know what our clients are expecting, and they know the recommendation for you guys for develop those formats to have a better monetization. So, and nothing better than you guys knows your inventory, what you are going to propose to the final client, because you have all the power of your audience, all the power of how the user is doing the consumption of the media. So I think that relations that they have with publishers and then with the agencies for try to do that match, working, as I said before, as partners, is going to unlock the full potential of the medium, because they are going to try to align both targets, uh, publishers, agencies, and the end the clients. Again, we have to avoid those formats that make us at the end to have a bad user experience. So yeah, I think it's simple to say it, but with the quality should always take a priority over the quantity. And yeah, very faster. Three main conclusions. Price is not everything. We should prioritize quality over quantity. Attention is already a key reality. Let's build and develop our inventory with this metric in mind. And finally, working with networks give us the possibility to agencies to optimize both KPIs, time and results. For us, networks are very essential to all our current strategies, and to deliver that KPIs that our clients are demanding to agencies. And yeah, that's all from my side. So thank you.
Do that.
Really brilliant. Thank you.
So I've been listening to your presentation.
Yeah.
I've been taking notes from the
Wow, a
point
lot
that
of notes.
well, yeah.
That's
Well, I was just gonna advise you. I'm gonna go off script with this because all the questions I had noted down, you pretty much answered them pretty perfectly. So actually, I wanted to go a little bit further behind the scenes, maybe with the agencies. Um, would you be able to give an indication of how much of the total ad spend is being controlled
like
just by agencies?
the total spend of the investment.
Yeah, like maybe you could give a percentage.
No, I don't have that in mind, because it depends from the clients. For example, at OMD Spain, we have a huge clients as McDonald's, PepsiCo, and they have a lot of. I even can. I don't have the control about how of their marketing investment, how much they spend to ads.
Okay, but I mean, out of let's put it this way, there's a lot of money going through the agencies, right? That's not an understatement.
Yeah, it was better some years ago. I mean, right now some agencies are suffering in terms of investment. I mean, it's not like the old times, like in digital we have a lot of at the media buying, we have a lot of inventory, and digital was growing up. I think digital is growing. Um, but in my opinion, every strategy for now it's more difficult to sell to the client. I mean, we have the problem of digital is that we can do the measurement of everything, and we have to be very clear with our strategies that we are going to achieve. Client want to do the measurement of everything, so it's a very high challenge to to try to work with the main volume of budget. That it's what we try.
Tough times, yeah, yeah. And well, you mentioned, of course, programmatic
Yeah,
is part of
yeah,
the mix.
yeah.
Um, I was actually very curious on that sense. Do you only work with like vetted partners for programmatic?
No.
No, you buy everything. You basically are
Yeah.
able to buy anything that you want.
Yeah, I think depending from the strategy, but yeah, I have. First of all, I think the agencies, at least here in Spain, we are trying to work through programmatic strategies. The last studies that we have in the market, we are talking about the 40% last year was through programmatic buying. Then you have to do research about if it's display, video, etc. But yeah, I think we are all the agencies working in that way. And
Is
we are,
there like a site list or a white list that you work with?
yeah, of course. I mean, and with different technologies to do verification, for example, it's quite common, and yeah, depending from the channel. I mean, in my every day, I have to talk with different teams to try to have the control of my strategies, and we have from different open strategies in programmatic through different PGs because we need to guarantee some inventory.
And that would be the other 60%,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. And you did also mention that you were looking out for sites with bad user experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there like measurement tools in place for that, or how do you determine
Yes.
this site is no longer good enough?
I mean, we use that verified technology that I mentioned before, and we try to avoid the ad collision, for example. And then one main topic is when one client is calling us like, "Hey, what happened? I saw my brand in that site, and I've been there with a lot of, you know, not only clients because that can happen, but the user experience with a lot of banners, pop-ups, or things like that. It's like the clients don't want to have.
And then you stop spending, basically.
And yeah, I have the risk because maybe my budget is going to be stopped.
Oh, the client might
Oh,
off
of
your
course,
budget.
could be possible.
So you also rely on the publishers
Yeah,
to be of good quality.
yeah. I mean, if I'm working, I have my phone. It's one client calling me. I mean, I start to sweating because it's okay. This is not good, probably.
What's going on?
Yeah.
All right, and well, in that sense, is there like a real like an, a really good advantage for publishers to work with networks,
Yeah.
or are they also okay just to be independent and
No,
on
I
their own?
think, as I mentioned on my presentation, I think it's quite important to work with networks at the companies because, as I say, they have that close relationship with the agencies and they know exactly what we need. And the thing that they have help us to be more, you know, to do better strategies. The team is always behind. And as I said before, with networks, you have a better reach, a better environment, you have the control, um, the efficient calls I mentioned. So yeah, I think we have different topics that are very important to consider. And for that reason, yeah, it's a recommendation. And the agencies are working with that. And our strategies are more efficient that we do it publisher by publisher because you can avoid the user overlap. So it's important because using one technology, you not only thinking on the reach, I mean, you are going to control the frequency, so you can do better statistics with networks. I speak a lot, so you have to kind of. I mean,
I'm looking at
I
the
mean,
audience, and I think they're
okay,
actually interested in
okay,
what you
okay,
have to say.
okay.
Yeah, and well, and then you did hint towards it already a little bit, but what about the what kind of trends are you seeing in terms of expectations from creatives and premium publishers?
Yeah,
Well, at least from an advertiser's point of view.
yeah. Topic number one was in my presentation is the attention. I mean, it's the topic that all the companies and clients are asking for. Artificial intelligence is the other one topic that clients are asking, and they want to know everything, and the agencies are just doing a lot of reviews and to try to be updated about this. And yeah, I think another trend could be video strategies right now. And I think for publishers can be interesting because the video is very powerful to for brands to develop strategies to try to make more noise and to try to understand what they want to transmit to the users. So yeah, video is not a trend. I mean, it's not new, but it's growing up. The investment on video during these years, not only in OTTs, in inventory from different publishers, it's important too.
Okay, and you just mentioned AI and video.
Yeah,
Now with AI, it's actually becoming more and more easy to generate videos.
yeah.
Is that something that's actually of interest? Is that valuable content for
It's a
advertisers? I should
tricky.
ask,
I mean, it's a
or they
pretty
haven't figured it out yet.
it's a tricky question because yeah, you can develop not only videos. I mean, you have some platforms to develop copies or things that can help to the clients. I think we have to use artificial intelligence, but it's important always to have a copilot. I think the people, someone to control and to try to understand if what the AI is it's giving us, uh, uh, because I think that's I mean that's quite important. And about develop things from zero as video for the creative agencies, I don't know how it's going to be. At OMG, we have creative agencies, and they work with AI, but yeah, think it's very risky. And you know, some clients they have some guidelines and things like that, so it's not simple to use the technology to do a different, copy or images, new banner or video, because we have to consider a lot of different elements that are very important for the clients.
Right? Thanks.
Tricky one, that one. Tricky question.
Ah,
Oh.
I tried. Just gonna look back at the audience one last time. Any questions about agencies? Because this is gonna be your last chance, basically, until lunch. Then you get to pay. No. Okay. Well, give it up for Carlos.